It's nearly difficult to recall all the drama that transpired during Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez's relationship's confusing, nearly 10-year journey. Despite some claims to the contrary, we know that there was much more going on than what was revealed by tabloid headlines regarding the singer's relationship. That chapter did, in fact, come to a close. It's simpler to stand back and analyze what went wrong during their turbulent relationship now that the Biebs is happily married to Hailey Bieber. And Selena Gomez is well living her best single life, chilling. Love definitely keeps us interested in weird ways, don't you think? Jelena would surprise always manage to reconcile even though their fights were occasionally known to be made public, and they were each other's continual if unpleasant sources of inspiration for the song. Fans were naturally suspicious when the couple ultimately decided to split up in March 2018, but this time something appeared more concrete. As a source close to the She Obviously Picked Happiness and Her Friends and Family, the singer of Wolves told Us Weekly. She is eager for this new chapter and feels more powerful than ever. Welcome to yet another exciting episode. In today's episode, let's look into the life of one of the most loved and adored couples of all time, the Selena-Justin duo. Story time! Subscribe for a new chapter with a new story every day. Over the past few days, tabloids and paparazzi have extensively covered Justin Bieber's claimed thoughts regarding his ex Selena Gomez's hospitalization and subsequent choice to get treatment for her anxiety and depression. Immediately after the news emerged, he was captured on camera twice, appearing clearly distraught in public. He was noticeably unhappy about Gomez, according to an early story from Entertainment Tonight on Thursday, and needed time to get away and unwind as he processed the information. The next day, Us Weekly quoted a source saying that typically Bieber doesn't feel whole and that he still loves Selena a lot, but as a friend and is praying for her. Then yesterday, people went so far as to claim that Justin Bieber is still in love with Selena Gomez. Citing a Miami music source, the source added he may or may not have made a mistake with his most recent marriage to Hailey Baldwin, but he was really unhappy over what had happened to Selena. According to a music source, Gomez was reportedly still not totally over Bieber despite their on and off 7-year relationship ending in March. However, the singer's decision to get help was motivated by much more than simply the engagement and marriage of Bieber and Hailey Baldwin. The Back to You singer has questioned if her song Lose You to Love Me is about her ex-boyfriend Justin Bieber, which sparked the entire conversation. In addition to her affirmative response, Selena provided a wealth of additional information regarding her previous relationship. Everyone was stunned when the Come and Get It singer admitted to experiencing emotional abuse while dating Justin Bieber. She discussed the peril of maintaining a victim mindset. Selena continued by saying that as an adult, she needed to figure out how to comprehend the same. The It Ain't Me singer claimed that she is pleased with her ability to assert her strength and walk through such a horrific situation with such composure and grace. The intriguing thing about this is that Selena withheld Justin Bieber's identity from the interviewer until he specifically asked her for it. Justin hasn't yet reached to Selena's comments either. For the uninitiated, the singer of Sorry did confess to being abusive in all of his relationships. A few months ago, in a lengthy social media statement, the Now E magazine is adding to this narrative by detailing how torn Justin Bieber is feeling. According to a source, he feels conflicted and perplexed over Gomez. They had already bonded through the same emotional challenges. Bieber also feels bad, a second insider told E! News. Although Justin and Selena are not in contact, the insider claimed that the news of Selena certainly bothers Justin. Justin is also repentant. He desires to assist everyone. He genuinely desires Selena's happiness, but as E! Originals insider made clear, Bieber is also extremely serious about getting married to Hailey Baldwin. He wanted to show her he was serious this time, which is why they got married so quickly. This week, Justin Bieber sat down for an interview with Apple Music Zalo and gave fans an intimate look inside his marriage to Hailey Bieber, who served as the inspiration for several of the songs on his latest album, Changes. Though he acknowledges that it took him some time to reach the point where he could commit, Justin claims that Hailey has assisted him in growth over the past few years. He also made reference to his past with Selena Gomez, saying that he was aware that before getting married to Hailey, he wanted to resolve concerns from his prior relationship. He explains, "I suppose I was just devastated from my prior relationship. I believe I was still coping with a lot of unforgiveness and other issues. To be honest, I don't even think I knew that I was struggling with at the time." According to Bieber, when they weren't together, he tried to improve himself. The couple had on and off relationships. He referred to his prior connection with Gomez by saying, "In my previous relationship, I went off and just went crazy and went wild. Just was being reckless. This time I truly took the time to focus on myself, build myself, and attempt to make the correct judgments among other things. And yes, I improved." In her album Rare, Gomez expressed her emotions regarding her breakup with Bieber and claimed that she had been subjected to emotional abuse. Staying in a victim attitude is risky. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I do believe that I was the victim of some mistreatment, she said in an interview with the infamous NPR. Gomez responded, "Yes, and I think that it's something that I had to find a way to grasp it as an adult." When the reporter questioned her if she meant emotional abuse, Gomez said, "Yes, and I needed to comprehend the decisions I was taking. I am extremely glad that I can say I feel the strongest I've ever felt, and that I found a way to just go through it with as much grace as possible, even though I definitely don't want to spend the rest of my life talking about this." In an Instagram post from September, where he wrote, "I became resentful, nasty to women, and angry." Bieber acknowledged that he had abused his previous relationships, but in his conversation with Lowe, he described Hailey as the sole reason he has been able to make with his past and move forward in life. After taking a 3-year hiatus from the music business, the singer is back with his 5th studio album, Changes, and he opened up about how much he struggled and hurt until he was able to find peace with his future bride. "Listen, I'm still terribly sad and still trying to find my way, and I'm not ready to make a commitment to you in a manner that I just don't want to say something and do the opposite." He said he told Hailey, "I suppose I was just devastated from my prior relationship," the Yummy singer admitted. "Before that, in my prior relationship, I simply went off and was being reckless," she said. The 25-year-old musician even admitted that his actions before getting serious with Hailey may have jeopardized their relationship, since they would purposefully try to hurt one another by being seen by other people. He stated, "She was devastated when she saw me with others because she loved me. She then went out and did things that wounded me as a result of what I just said. I've injured her, and she's harmed me, so this is just pain." We then abruptly stopped talking before the excursion, which greatly saddened me. Since their last breakup in 2018, Selena has also spoken out about the hurt she felt during their relationship, alleging that the Canadian artist engaged in abusive behavior toward her. It appears that their final breakup was not amicable due to his wayward behavior during their on and off relationship. In August, Bieber issued a statement discussing his battles with depression and use of hard narcotics, but he hasn't reacted to Gomez's allegations of emotional abuse. The Rare artist went on to say that her #1 single, Lose You to Love Me, assisted her in getting through that grief. She remarked at the song, "I'm quite pleased of it. From when I wrote it, it now has a different significance for me. Although I had already come to terms with the fact that I didn't feel I had a respectful resolution, I knew I still needed to find a method to express a few things. I had something wonderful and I would never deny that it wasn't that," Gomez said of the song. "It's not a cruel song. I'm glad it's over because it was incredibly challenging, and I thought that this was a perfect opportunity to simply state, you know, it's over and I accept that and I respect that, and now here I am walking into a whole different chapter." Life has played tough for dear Selena. Let's just hope she has it all in her life and mental health is taken more seriously as the days go by and the victim lists reduce over time. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more content.